3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everyone, I'm Paul Mr. Cleveland, living in the city of Cleveland, in the United States of Cleveland. And for some apparent reason, I mentioned about the Who last week and last Sunday, and I talked about the Who, and I had a Who shirt. I think I left it at my house, but yeah. I'm going to tell you about my favorite album by the Who. Who's Next? And there's some history about this, a little bit of history about this album, because it was going to be a rock opera called Lifehouse. It's going to be, which was going to be after after Tommy and before Quadrophenia. It'd be about a couple people who lives in Scotland.
Okay.
And you can actually get all the songs from that time in '71 and put them together, as a matter of fact. It's true. And one of them is actually Who's Next? And the album cover is interesting because it's from the whole Space Odyssey thing. It was big at the time, and it sees the band peeing on it.
Okay.
Pete Townsend was the only one who peed on it. The rest was rainwater. And it was like, because you see them all zipping up their flies. But yeah, I'm going to go from track to track, as usual. The first song is Baba O'Riley, which is actually a combination of two people that Pete Townsend kind of liked. This guy named Baba, his surname's Baba. He's the Don't Worry, Be Happy guy. Yeah, that's where you got that from. The guy whose surname is Baba.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to check his name right now, because it was let's see here, Mayor Baba, who said, "Don't worry, be happy." Bob McFerrin said that, "Don't worry, be happy," because he said that. And Terry Riley, and since it was, I think it was Keith Moon or Roger Daltrey or somebody who gave had the idea of putting a Irish jig in the end of it.
Yeah. That's
why it's O'Reilly. But it's mostly Teenage Wasteland, because it was about the Who at Woodstock in some ways. That's what happened to the generation. And now the boomers have their grandchildren are Zoomers.
Okay.
Ruining everything, I think. But yeah, and even in some ways you could consider it anti-drug song, because anti-hippie, anti-drug, because of the way that what they saw at Woodstock. But it was a great song, and a great way, really creative too.
Yeah. With
the organ and the xylophone stuck on there. That's what that's the thing.
Okay.
That's from an organ. Bargain, which is the second song, that's a great song. It almost sounds like We Won't Get Fooled Again, but this is the second song, and it's another great song too, with the synthesizers and the bridge. Pete Townsend actually sings bridges on the first and second song.
I just felt like Pete Townsend was a pretty good singer.
Yeah.
I like this solo song, that one that he had in the early 80s.
Let My Love Open the Door?
Yeah.
And the third song is Love Ain't for Keeping, which is a real short song. And a great rock song by The Who. And My Wife, which was actually played by the bass player.
Sung by Entwistle?
Yeah, Entwistle. Yeah. And he also plays the brass instruments. That's what's cool about.
He was another really good musician. Yeah.
Yeah, John Entwistle.
And he's still around too, right? Or he just passed away recently?
He died a few years back.
Oh, it was a few years now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was probably 2000, 2002.
Okay.
And this song is over. This is a song Pete Townsend actually sang throughout most of it. And the Lifehouse, that was supposed to be the final song on there. This song is over. Great. And that's the first 5 songs on there. And it's a very good album. my favorite Who album. Mom and Dad used to play that a lot when during the mid-2000s. And I hope you're liking this show, everyone, and click the like button, click subscribe, share this, as a matter of fact, and get notified.
Oh, you should have your drumstick somewhere. You can give it a light tap, just not. Yeah, that's fine. Just do that. It doesn't blow up my eardrums.
You're gonna be the first one deaf.
Huh?
You're a funny jerk.
What band does this album?
The Who.
What?
The Who.
Who?
The Who.
Oh.
I think next week I'm gonna review Fragile by Yes.
No?
Yes.
Who?
See, that's why you think I'm gonna do that, people. So side 2 is Getting in Tune. A great rock song by The Who. And Going Mobile has like a little bit of a country-ish riff, a skiffle, because The Who were part of the mod group, and it has like that mod style sounding. And the 8th song is Behind Blue Eyes. No one knows what it's like to be the Batman. I'm Batman. No one knows what it's like to be Batman. Or Adam West. Nobody messes with Adam Wee. What band covered that song?
You know what? It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good. And that was Limp Bizkit. Fred Durst sang it. Fred Durst is not a very good singer.
Durst.
He's no Robert Daltrey. Daltrey might have been, in my opinion, the best singer of those 60s bands. Like, when you talk about Mick Jagger and the guys in the Beatles and, everybody else. That ass clown in Led Zeppelin and all that. I think Robert Plant. Yeah, Robert Plant. Nah. I think Robert Daltrey might be
Roger Daltrey.
Roger Daltrey. Sorry, Roger Daltrey. I think he might be the best rock singer of all time.
The thing is, how in the 70s, I was watching this I Love the 70s like a few years back. Like, there were two groups of people. The group who liked The Who,
yeah,
and the group who liked Led Zeppelin.
Right, and that's even something Dad would say, wasn't it? Or was that from that 70s show? Something Dad would say.
And I love, right. So then he agreed with the 70s things. Like,
right.
The Who were people who were like jocks.
I thought it was the other way around.
No, Led Zeppelin are for the stoners.
Oh, okay. The stoners like Zeppelin and the jocks like The Who.
Yes. So
even though Dad would have been closer to being a stoner than a jock,
right?
He wasn't really either.
But we like The Who more. And our mom loves The Who.
Yeah, we weren't really jocks. We don't really fall in either categories. We're not really stoners either.
Mm-hmm. But the last song, Won't Get Fooled Again. Great organ work. Great. This is an epic song.
It's a great song, and the famous George W. Bush quote: "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, and never gonna get fooled again." Ow! Won't get fooled again.
And actually, I do like the last line in it. Meet the new boss, same as the old boss.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah, so great album, and if you have this, and if you also could find the other songs that are supposed to be for Lifehouse, you could put it all together. It might be on the one of my music site I like listening to time after time.
Right.
It has a little dot on it, or the word that is a dot, and excellent album. So yeah, you won't be disappointed at all with this Who's next album. I do like Tommy, don't get me wrong, that's a great album too, but to be honest, I like Who's Next a little more so. And because again, I've listened to this album, I heard this album many times I think we have it around here somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Who's Next is an excellent album. I agree with that completely. I think it's better than Tommy or what's the other one called? Quadrophenia, right. Both great albums, but I just think Who's Next might be better. It's got two of their best songs out.
Yes, and stay tuned next week where I'm going to review another band that had 3 letters in it. Yes. And the album that I'm going to review is Fragile, or Fragile, if it was made in Italy.
Yeah, that's Italian.
Mm-hmm, yeah. So I'm Paul Musculi Warren, living in the city of Cleveland, in the state of Cleveland, in the United States of Cleveland. Signing off for now.
Well, I didn't end it yet. You cut the music off first.
Damn.
But now we're clear.